Dear EDIT 518 educators in issues with learning with ICT, my name is ngromik and I will be your facilitator for trimester 1 2015. Okay. Briefly, this is my humble office where I will be marking all your papers, and that's where I do all my research and my work. So it's not spectacular, but this is where I work, and it's comfortable enough. My background is I have an international background. I've worked in various countries, including Japan, Singapore, Qatar. I've traveled quite extensively for research and delivering papers. I love traveling. And I've researched quite extensively on the use of ICT in education. It's something that I find fascinating, something that I find interesting. Now, as far as the integration of ICT in my home, my kids aren't allowed to use iPads. So it's quite remarkable that a person who actually lectures on ICT doesn't let his kids use ICT or use iPads and mobile phones. We actually don't have a mobile phone. This is my phone, a very old phone. I've had it for 5 years. So you can see I'm not very advanced. However, I have access to technology and I do use it if necessary. I always experiment with technology, but I don't really let my kids play with it. A, because they're a bit young, 3 and 7, and they're most likely to break it, which is not something I can afford. But I do find technology interesting. Another thing that I'd like to say is apparently I've read that Steve Jobs didn't let his kids use iPads either. So go figure. The guy who actually created it, or the CEO of a company that created the iPads, doesn't let his kids play with it. Something to be said about that. But it's one of the issues of learning with ICT. Some parents just don't want their kids to use iPads. My kids are allowed to use computers and iPads at school, but once they come home, I would prefer it if they actually had a good dose of physical activity and reading books. Yeah, I'm a bit old-fashioned. But yeah, so that's basically my brief self-introduction, and I welcome you all, and I hope that you have a good experience with this unit, and I look forward to reading all of your posts and contributions. Thank you very much.